So this is Leprince Des Bois, very famous horse in the world of eventing. Not a lot of people knew he was a stallion actually, but he went 8 times around the 4 stars during his career. Not an easy feat for a stallion. You know, really eventing is not, it's not a stallion friendly sport, that's for sure. I don't know if it's because of the bullfinches whacking them in the whatsits, but yeah, you wouldn't see so many stallions going and doing a great job in the world of eventing. So he finished, I think it was 7th or 8th in Burghley, 11th at Badminton, he finished 4th in Po. You know, the horse did all the good, all the big 4 stars. You know, he knew his job. So he would, normally speaking, he would finish in first after the dressage and do very well in the cross country. He had a bit of a mishap one time at Badminton, unfortunately, but Kai kindly took the blame for that one at the Normandy Bank. But it's a horse that has enormous scope, enormous gallop. We talk about blood, he's just under 70% thoroughbred. He's by the very famous Jarl and Summer song. Obviously, it's a horse that that went to the Olympics. Absolutely beautiful, stunning horse. On top of a motherline that includes Gallopay and an awful lot of thoroughbreds. So, yeah, he's a very, very well-bred horse. It's no big surprise that he's done what he did. He has a brother, full brother, Popoff, who also went around the 4 stars. Not so long ago, I think Sidney Dufresne, was the rider. He had him in the UK. So, you know, there's a good genetic argument for using this horse. You can see his type and his model are absolutely stunning. I mean, when the KWPN came 18 months ago to approve him, they didn't even stop. I mean, it's a very strict stud book, and they took one look and they said, you know, the horse is absolutely just so clean on his X-rays. I mean, you know, he was 15 or 16 years old then. He'd been rattled around those 4 stars, and yet he was still squeaky clean. So, of course, we're very pleased with that. You know, to have the KWPN approving of the eventing stallion, well, it's quite something. As I said, you can tell, you can see by the type. He's very correct in the back. He's not long, he's not short. Beautiful, elegant neck, lovely shoulder. Good, powerful connections through the loins and through the through to the not the encolure. What's that in English? Through onto the neck, onto his crest. You know, good, clean limbs. And one of the most important things is that whilst he wouldn't have the highest percentage of thoroughbred, he's not like a 90-95%. The reality is that, well, Kai spent a lot of time talking to me about this. It's Kai Ruder, his old rider. He said, look, Ken, you know, it's all very well to have the thoroughbred, but it's having the mentality to use it. And he always said in the last kilometre, or mile in English terms, in the last kilometre, you always want a horse which is capable of just going to that next gear, digging deep and finding something. And that's what this guy always did. You didn't see him huffing and puffing so much at the end, or falling at the last or something like, because he was so knackered. He knew how to manage himself very well. He's a very, very intelligent horse. He's really up there with the Grafenstolz of this world, who just know how to use themselves. You know, they're economic. They know how to do things. They're not going to jump so high and everything. They got it worked out themselves. So very, very clever animal. So if your mare's lacking a little bit of intelligence, you know, then this would certainly be a guy to use. He's going to be standing at Oakham Vets this year up in Rutland, or the little part of Leicestershire, which changed its name a few years ago, and with our friends at Oakham Stud, with Matt Hecking. Very, very competent team. You know, they do a very, very good job. The mares get pregnant. The semen from this guy is absolutely outstanding. If you're taking your mare there, well, you know, just show her a photo of them and she'll be pregnant. The frozen semen also is absolutely fantastic. He is going to be standing effectively in the European centres, so the semen will be available all around Europe, and for our Australian, Kiwi breeders. Same with Royale Deck. Yeah, there's frozen semen already in stock over there. Same for South Africa, for any of the eventing breeders down there, or any of our clients who go through Judy in America. It's a very, very usable horse. I mean, he's a stunning animal. You see himself, and he's actually done the job in the 4 stars, not just once, but 8 times. He didn't sort of, you know, rock up, do the dressage, and go home. You know, he generally speaking got there to the end. So there we are. So that's Leprince Des Bois. There you are. Let's go, mate. Go back to bed.